like friends and people.
Landscape-wise for me is Montenegro, and I'm moving there next week.
Landscape-wise, I'm gonna have to say Stavanger or Bergen, Norway.
Up in Norway.
Or Reykjavik, Iceland.
I like Reykjavik.
Yeah.
Been there.
Location, but if you want like people chill with, I'd say Helsinki, Finland. Or
They're
Barcelona
so open-minded. Helsinki, Finland, yeah.
Well, like, I mean, Barcelona is like a skate park for it's
built for skaters.
Whoever built Barcelona was a skateboarder in their own mind, because you can scratch up the ledges and they don't consider it
a crime. Here in LA, if you want to do, it's art, yeah.
So, I live in Philadelphia, and I'm 41 years old. The last thing I'm going to do is show up to a flight of stairs only to run from a security guard with his fat fucking ass trying to get my skateboard.
In Barcelona, everything's allowed.
Everything's allowed. So, you want to scratch up the ledges? We consider that art film. Thank you. It's like, thank you.
You know what? We haven't even started the podcast, but we're already filming. Welcome. Bem-vindo. Say bem-vindo.
Bem-vindo.
Bem-vindo, that's welcome. Pessoal, eu estou aqui com um dos meus ídolos de infância, Bam Margera, in English, Bam Margera.
And I love you in Brazil.
Te amo.
Portuguese. Te amo.
Charlie Brown Jr.
Charlie Brown Jr. in Sao Paulo, Rio, Iguaçu Falls, Manaus, Brasilia, rock and roll.
So basically, I'm in a time of my life where I'm retired and I only do what is hang out with my idols, and you were my idol.
Rock and roll.
When I was 8 years old, 9 years old. I'll tell you why. My life then was listening to Charlie Brown Jr.
Yeah.
Play Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Hey Ho, Let's Go, and watch.
And thank you to Tony Hawk Pro Skater. He bought me a red Ferrari for when I was about 19 years old, and my mom was looking.
You were a teenager.
My mom was looking at old letters that I wrote in I think it was 7th grade, but it was a report, and it said, when I grow up, I'm going to be a pro skateboarder, best friends with Tony Hawk, and I'm going to drive a red Ferrari. And she looks out in the driveway, she sees a red Ferrari, she's like, didn't Tony Hawk buy you that? I'm like, yeah. She's like, look at this letter you wrote in 7th grade.
That's law of attraction. That's the secret. That's like the secret of success.
Well, my law of
you were like,
attraction
you visualized the red Ferrari, you visualized
yes, I absolutely
being with
did.
Tony Hawk, and you made it at 19 years old. And that's when you were in the game. You were about 18, 19, because the game came out in 1998, 97.
Yeah.
You were young as fuck then.
Yeah. And I was not very popular in high school at all. I was known as the kid that grew up across the street from a shit factory, like a sewer plant.
Wait, you actually grew up across the street from that house, Viva La Bam? That's across from another one.
That was the house I grew up in from 1 year old till 20, until I bought my parents a new house, and then I bought myself another house.
Up in Whitechester.
The Castle Bam, yeah.
Castle.
But when I went to school, it's like, you're that kid who lives across the street from the shit factory. And like, to me, it didn't smell at all. But
because you're so used to it.
But when you come over and you're from Brazil, you're like, what the fuck, man? This shit fucking reeks. I'm like, what reeks? Yeah, I just didn't get it.
Wait, you lived there 20 years of your life.
20 years of my life.
Smelling shit all over the place.
But it didn't affect me. If like you smell horse shit all day at a farm, it just smells like fucking roses.
Wait. Did you get bullied in high school for?
Not bullied. I just didn't have friends unless you were an outcast.
I was an outcast.
Well, then we would have been friends.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then, like, all right, let's fast forward. I mean, let's rewind to the 90s, and like, you tell your mother you're gonna be a professional fucking skateboarder.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell you to fuck yourself and get a job and go to school, right? I mean, like, who in the 90s?